I want you to imagine this. The house is silent. Everyone else is asleep. Your parents, your siblings, maybe even the neighbors next door. They're all lost in dreams. But not you. You're wide awake. And the more you try to shake off that feeling, the more you realize something isn't right. That was me. One night it started like any other, but by the end, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was the only person left awake in the entire world. And what I saw, I'm still trying to make sense of it. It was late, past midnight, the kind of quiet that feels almost heavy, like the walls are pressing in. I was lying in my bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the hum of the streetlights outside. My house was old creaky floors, drafty windows, the kind of house that complains when it moves. I thought I'd just scroll on my phone for a few minutes, maybe check some messages. But then I noticed something strange. The usual sounds of life in the house, the distant fridge humming, the occasional creak of the staircase were gone, dead silent. That's when the unease started. It wasn't just quiet, it was wrong. I got out of bed, slowly, trying not to wake anyone. My bare feet felt cold on the floor. The hallway stretched out in front of me, like a shadow. I couldn't escape. That's when I noticed it. The lights in the living room were on. Nobody should have been up. My parents always turned them off before bed. I peeked around the corner, and nothing. The living room was empty, but the light flickered as if someone had just passed by. I laughed nervously, telling myself it was my imagination. Houses make noises, shadows move, normal stuff, right? But the unease didn't leave, and then I heard it, a soft whisper. Not words I could understand, just a hiss. Somewhere near the staircase, I froze. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might wake the sleeping house. I forced myself to take another step, one foot in front of the other. My hand brushed the wall, feeling for the familiar grooves of the wallpaper. The whisper came again, closer this time, and then, faintly, a shadow moved at the edge of my vision. I turned, and it vanished. My mind raced. Was it a trick of the light? Sleep deprivation? But even as I tried to rationalize, my body screamed something else. Danger. I decided to check the bedrooms, my siblings' rooms first. One by one, each door opened into complete darkness. Blankets pulled over every face. Nothing. Everyone asleep, exactly as they should be. And yet, I couldn't shake the feeling I wasn't alone. Then I heard it clearly, a door creak upstairs. Not a slow creak from settling floors, a deliberate heavy creak, like someone, or something, was walking. I wasn't supposed to hear this. No one else was awake. I grabbed a flashlight, hands shaking, and crept up the stairs. The beam cut through the darkness, illuminating the walls lined with family photos. Each face looked normal, smiling, frozen in time, but I felt their eyes on me. All of them. At the top of the stairs, I saw it, a dark figure, standing at the end of the hallway. It wasn't human. I couldn't see a face, just a shape, moving, waiting, and then it shifted, almost gliding closer silently. My instinct screamed at me to run, but curiosity or maybe some foolish courage made me step forward. The figure stopped, and then slowly, it leaned forward. That's when I realized the air around it felt wrong, heavy, sickly sweet. My mind raced, trying to make sense of it. Was it a hallucination? A dream I hadn't woken up from? Then it spoke, not with words, but a sound that went straight into my head. A voice that didn't belong to anything living. It said, "You're the last awake." Everything froze, my blood ran cold, and I saw it behind the figure in the hallway mirror. The house wasn't empty. It was full of shadowy forms, all still, all watching, and then, in a split second, they moved. I ran, down the stairs, through the hall, past the living room, past the empty light. I slammed my bedroom door and locked it. My hands were shaking, my chest heaving, and then, silence. I stayed awake the rest of the night, hiding under the covers, flashlight trembling in my hands. I didn't hear the whispers again, didn't see the shadows, but I knew they were there, waiting, watching. When morning came, the house looked normal. My family was asleep, as if nothing had happened. Breakfast, laughter, the usual morning chaos. But I couldn't shake the look of those shadows, the sound of that voice. And that's the thing about being the only one awake. Sometimes, it's not freedom. Sometimes, it's the beginning of noticing things the rest of the world doesn't see. Things that wait, and when the lights go out again, and everyone else sleeps, you might just find you're not alone. Because someone or something is always awake.